Hopefully it's there. Okay, good, good. Then we can start this since it is already 2. All right, so let's get started, shall we?
Yes,
All
of course.
right. All right. Welcome, everyone, to day 12 of Serenity Spring Festival. I am your host, Leah. And of course, we have another artist showcase today, and it's with Domestic Maid.
One.
All right, chat. If you want to ask Domestic any questions, you can put it in the side chat here, but please keep in mind, keep the questions to Y2PG. Um, as this is a kid-friendly server, and as a friendly reminder, please do not swear and do not put any abbreviations of swear words in the side chat. So please be sure that you follow this rule. But let's get started, shall we?
Yes, of
Oh,
course.
all right, Domestic. Like, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into like doing art?
So as a lot of the artists would tend to say, everybody starts whenever they start picking up a pencil, right? That's technically how I started as well. I do remember at the age of 5 is when I became like more into like drawing pretty basic stuff in school. And I did have like a few contests back in the day in school as well, and where I had to like I was literally the artist in the room. So if anybody needed like art related thing, the whole class would just stare at me and I'm like, okay, I guess it's my job to do the art. But as time went by, fast forward to 2008 is when the time when I was more into Sonic. Before Sonic, I was more into Mario fan art, so I was most likely drawing traditional art offline. Uh, I was drawing a lot more Mario art than I did with Sonic because I didn't know him as much. But yeah, fast forward to 2008, I did had a DVD and about Sonic Underground, and that particular DVD had like about 4 episodes, and I got very invested into the story. I wanted to know if they reunited with their mother in some form. So I ended up just buying the whole box set just to figure that out because I never heard of that show before. And I was very invested by the whole story. And that moment right there is when I realized that I became a huge Sonic fan. And that's when I started drawing a lot of Sonic. And at that time, I was pretty much invested in drawing the art style of Sonic Underground, which is why some of my old works back in the day, when I started posting online, I did a lot of Sonic Underground fan art that kind of replicated that in that style or in that sense. And then right after around 2009, 2010, it was where that Wii era was. That's when I became more of a Sonic fan, playing all those games like Sonic and the Black Knight, Secret Rings, Sonic Colors, all that good stuff right there. Um, but throughout the whole time, by the time it was 2011, is when I joined the DeviantArt account because I saw everybody else was drawing their own fan art, and since I was pretty much drawing offline and I knew I had potential and the skill, I was like, well, if they can do it, then so can I. So I just started opening a DeviantArt account at that time and started growing a little bit over time. What they call them is watchers. It's kind of like followers, and throughout time, I was developing more of my art skills, figuring out my art style, right then and there. So if you guys do have a DeviantArt account and you check some of my old art, you guys get to see like how my art shifted with so many art styles because I had that point in time as an artist that I wasn't entirely sure what style did I wanted to stick with, and there was a lot of inspiration out there with people that I enjoy looking art at. And eventually, by the time it was 2017 or 2018, is when I started to figure out, well, I know there's a lot of art styles, but I'm just gonna go at my own art style as my own, like trying to work on my own pace and just have a few inspirations here and there and implement it in my art, and that's where I am now. Um, there is a lot to say in terms of my art journey as a sonic artist, but currently I'm still around. I'm just not around as much as I used to, like actively on social media, and that's simply because I've been working on other projects on the in the background and also trying to create some merchandise for Sonic conventions, which I'm grateful that I got invited from Kevin
Hmm.
starting in Sonic Revolution. That's when I joined in 2024. It was such a
Hmm.
wonderful experience as to finally showcase my art and my crafting for more people and connect with people, network with people. Like the whole experience was just great. But that's basically what I'm doing now in the background. And every now and then I would take commissions, but now as not as much as I used to due to the work overload that I have in the background. But also, it's more like having a full-time job as well. From not art-wise, but I have a full-time job out there where I don't have time to work as much art as I used to be. But either way, I'm still having that same passion of my art and continue becoming a Sonic fan as I go. So that's where I am right now.
Nice, nice. Oh, looks like we already answered your question, whispering.
Yeah, I hope that answered your question as well, Whispering.
Yeah, like I really love how you do the classic style too, because like you really capture the essence, because like the classic style is like very retro looking.
Thank you. Yeah, I really enjoy the classic era where Sonic all started, and watching all these shows like SAT AM, The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, and Underground. It really helped me, draw them in their classic style, specifically in that particular art style that they had in the shows. And it's always fun to play around with those styles and just, have fun with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I see Kevin's comment here. I love how you do the Super Mario Brothers super style too. Oh,
Oh,
yes.
oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I also do since I used to draw Mario a lot back in the day. But I finally managed to, you know, it helped me a lot to develop like the official artwork style as well for the Mario Bros. One thing I can tell you is that back then I hated drawing Mario, and the reason for that is because it never came out right the way I wanted to. So I was like, I'm just gonna draw Luigi, and then I'm just gonna draw Peach or Toad because they're easy for me. But Mario, never drawing him, and now I love drawing Mario. And now that I
Oh.
finally know how to draw him and everything.
Oh. Oh. Yeah, like, is it because, is it is it because of it's like humans? Like, is it hard for you to draw humans?
Um, well, back in the day, yes, it's more of the human style that is hard for me to draw. But I managed to learn, like I figured out that Mario wasn't really that hard to draw, but for some reason every time I draw him, either his head is too big or his his hands are like too small or something like that. But and then come to think of it now, like his body proportions are a little bit similar to Sonic. He's just a little more chubbier. But that's how I see it. So I was like, okay, so it kind of looks more like Sonic with the big head and big ol' like hands and feet and everything. So I kind of just do it in that style for Mario. But I sometimes will use the 2D art style that I've seen from the official Nintendo artwork and just draw it from there.
Mm. Yeah, because I struggle with drawing, Mario and Luigi. Like
Mm-hmm.
I always gotta have a reference because it's like um because especially because Mario is, chubby,
Yeah.
and you kind of have to like, wait, how do I draw his overalls, right? Like, how do I draw
Right.
that? Because he does have a belly, it's like,
Hmm.
oh, it's like, and I always got to look at a reference, otherwise I'm like, yeah, there's no way I'm gonna. Like I have the picture, you have the picture in your head, but you can't like get it out on paper.
Right. And that's exactly why I had a trouble with that. And on top of that, back in the day, my mind was literally like, if I can just draw it in my head, then I know how to do it. But you actually need reference. And one of the main things as an artist is um, in order to draw the character correctly, you do need references. It's nice to draw it on your head as well by memory. That's pretty awesome. But sometimes you do need a little bit of help of references and figure out like how, like, for example, how his mustache look like or how his hat shape is supposed to look like for Mario and stuff like that. Not just for Mario, but for any kind of reference in general.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like I always gotta have reference, like no matter which character it is. Like
Hmm.
I remember I tried drawing like Mario with memory and I'm just like I look at my drawing and then I look like an actual image of the character. I'm just like, why? I was like, oh my gosh, it just doesn't look right.
Yeah, and then you're like, something is off, and I can't tell what it is, and then that's when you look at the reference and you figure out, oh, so this needs to be worked on, this needs to be worked on, and so on and so forth.
Mhm, absolutely. Like, the here's like my next question for you,
Mhm.
domestic. Um, like, what is like the hardest character you have drawn so far?
The hardest character for Sonic?
Yes.
Well, it might not be a surprise to you or any like other artist, but it's always gonna be like robot characters.
Mm,
So for me, I'm just very intimidated in drawing Omega. A little bit of Metal Sonic, like I don't draw him as much, even though he looks kind of easy to draw, but I just kind of like step off a bit and I'm like, no, it looks kind of complicated. But yeah, it will have to be robots. Mostly, I still need to work a little bit more on Eggman. Like, I think I got him down already, but I don't draw him as much. But definitely the robotic characters, all the mecha and stuff like that, is what I still need to work on. It's a little bit challenging, but I'm willing to take the challenge to do it if I'm actually asked to do it. But if it's upon to myself, I'm like, no, I'm not doing it.
yeah. Yeah, it's always gonna be the robot characters, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. No, really, for reals though. Everybody else, in terms of Sonic characters, they're all really easy to draw. Like I don't see them like as hard as it should be, because they all have the same, well, almost all of them. They almost have the same Sonic body proportions. So it's a little bit similar. Everybody has like the big hands, as I was talking about, big head and like big feet and stuff. Um, but yeah, I guess the human characters will be a little bit challenging as well, but I wouldn't say they're that difficult to begin with. But I do my best to draw them. Like for example, Maria is one of them. I do draw her every now and then, but not as much. And Eggman, as I mentioned as well. But they're not that
Mhm.
hard.
Mhm. Yeah, like I think, the complexity of the like especially of the design of the robots because you have to see like their different parts of their arm. and they're like different colors, and you got to be sure like you're kind of giving the illusion that, oh, there's some depth, in like where their eyes are. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and that's very difficult to replicate, it's very difficult to like draw them unless if you have the reference, because there's no
Mm-hmm.
way I could draw like metal or omega or gamma without the
Yeah,
reference.
absolutely.
Like
It's really difficult. I guess it's because it has a lot more detail and you don't really recognize it as much as you're drawing it because you're not really familiar like how the shape looks like for robot characters. And I know for a fact that I had a lot of trouble in drawing Omega most of the time. Simply because I don't really draw him, but if you look at him closely, he just has like cylinder shapes, a lot of squarish shapes, so nothing too complicated there. But there are some like robot characters that are super difficult to draw overall. But on top of that, another thing that would challenge me to draw would be background. So no matter what background it is, even for Sonic, there it's just hard for me, not exactly sure like how to do the backgrounds, but it's one of our a lot of the artists' weaknesses, and mine's included as well.
yeah. Yeah, for sure. But do you want to showcase some of your arts?
Yes, yes, absolutely. The one that I have right now, it's basically one that I volunteer in doing. What was the event? It was in 2019. I believe it was in Sonic Expo Dallas.
Mm.
I made this one way back when, and I pretty much just drew this as like a charity event that they normally have every year. And but I wanted to go more of what if like a cowboy scene in a way. Like in one of those moments where I don't know if you've seen cowboy movies where in the event of like the villain comes in and then everybody's just like in shock or they're frozen to see like who's that coming in. That's the scenario that it played on my head in terms of this particular drawing that I made. And because
Mm.
Sonic Mania was also brand new back in the day, it was more like uh it was fresh in my mind to just draw something from this particular game. So yeah.
Mm.
And another thing about this drawing is that it actually made it to one of those Sega live streams that they had back in the day. Not too long
Mhm.
ago, but it was like about 3 years ago, and they showcase like artworks when they took like a break, or when they put like, oh, we'll be right back, and they put a little picture on there. Oh, this particular artwork actually made it in one of those live streams, and I was actually honored to actually have one of my arts in there.
Aw. Nice, nice. Yeah, I think I saw that one time. I was like, "Oh my gosh, domestics made
Yeah, I was like,
domestics
ah,
work
I
made
want.
it here." Yeah, that's gonna be a huge honor. I really love how Sega does that, for people. um that they're like so open to the community that like, hey, if you have like fan art, like please like submit them and we'll show them during like in the stream before we start. It's like I really love that because it really shows that they love the Sonic community, and I think they see so much talent with the fan artists, so I really love how they do that.
No, yeah. I love how they do that as well because it actually brings an honor that, it just makes it seem special in a way that Sega is able to recognize a lot of artists. And when they pop in the little thread there like, oh, post your fan art and you can have a possibility to have your art showcase into the live stream event. That's when we all had the opportunity to jump in and show off our work.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Like I really love that they do that. Like I said, I think I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember if I think I may have submitted you know, art pieces to them, and I think if I remember correctly, I could be wrong. Um that I think one of my art pieces might have made it, but I could be wrong. It's been like a long time. If
Yeah, I mean,
anything.
it's been a while, but I didn't know you also had like an artwork that got showcased over there too. What is it about?
Yeah. Oh yes. Yeah, I actually got it featured. I think it was because they were showcasing Sonic Colors and I had like Sonic and Amy with like the wisp.
Oh, so cute.
Let me see if I could like put in the side chat here so you can see.
Of course.
Um, there you go. That's the one. That's the one that got
Oh,
featured.
oh my God, I love this one. So adorable.
So that was the one that got featured. And I'm like, wait a minute, this got featured. So I was very, very, very surprised. But it just really shows that they love their community, you know. And I think it also helps because like the people working at Sega are also like who grew up with the games, you know,
Exactly.
so they really like resonate with the fans on that level. So that's why I was like, that's so cool that they do that. Um, so it's always a huge honor when you get the opportunity to. Um, because I did meet like Katie, Justin, Kenneth and Chris
Uh-huh.
from Sega. So I'm not sure if you were aware of this domestic, but they were at at Revel in person 2024.
You know, I only met Chris on 2024, and at the time I didn't even know who he was. He was just giving out like little stickers. And, and then I came to realize right after the event that he was one of the Sega people. I was like, "Oh my God, I was talking to him."
It's kind of like it did not register. You're like, wait a
It
minute.
didn't.
Yeah, I only recognize because, you know, I do tune in when I have time to their, you know, to the Sega streams. And then of course they revealed him as one of the new people behind the scenes working at Sega. So that's how we knew it was
Oh
him.
wow.
Yeah. And then, and I think, yeah, I also met Jasmine and Aaron Weber previous years, you know, for Sonic Revo.
Hmm.
And I got to talk to Aaron Weber, but I think I met Aaron Weber about 3 times, you know, before he got like transferred to like Japan,
Hmm.
to the Japan branch. But yeah, I felt like such an honor to like meet them. They're really nice people, you know. They really care about the Sonic community. Like they really tap into it so well, and I think that's why I enjoyed that.
No, yeah, the staff absolutely. They're very nice people from what I've seen around. And it was such a like an honor actually to see like one of them in Sonic Revolution, and hopefully we get to see that again in like the next Sonic Revolution event, honestly.
hmm Yeah, like it's really I really love how they do it too because they just like they just pretty much like they don't announce anything. like that's their because that's their little like thing that they do. They don't say anything that they're
They
coming.
come in by surprise.
Yeah, they come in by surprise. So I think that's what I always love because it's like, oh, are they coming? um
Exactly.
so I did meet them and and it was like such a huge honor and I let them know that like, hey, I'm actually, you know, one of the people behind the social media for like Sonic Revolution. I let them know that like, yeah, I kind of do a lot of their like graphics in general and they're like, oh, neat. Like that's what they literally were saying, and I'm like, oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Wow, such an honor.
Hmm. Absolutely. Ooh. Why don't you show us like another art piece that you did?
Of course, and here's this one. This is another one that I also made in the Sonic the Sonic Dallas event back in 2019 where I had to like I pretty much just drew like three different artworks. The third one I don't have it on here on this slideshow, but it was just my OC. But this one is just a little bit more special in like personally for me because as I mentioned earlier, I did started to become a Sonic fan because of this show, Sonic Underground, and I always wanted to see them reunite with their mother and finally like, have that freedom in Mobius and all that stuff. So I kind of just made like a quick little poster as like the Council of Four. If you watch Sonic Underground, basically the Council of Four there is just like a family reunion to overthrow Robotnik from taking over Mobius. And the character that's on the top right is basically the wizard. I already forgot his name, but I used to know everybody's name like back in the day. But he's the wizard that predicted it, um, telling them, "Oh, like if you guys are in the Council of Four, you get to like overthrow Robotnik and blah 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 blah." So that's the reason why they're reuniting with their mother. But I made this a little more like a poster size type of print in case like anybody who's watched the show can always like get the little poster. And yeah, it was just a little tribute that I wanted to make for Sonic Underground as a whole for this art piece.
Yeah, like because I know like Sonic Underground, it is like a mix, amongst the fan base because like I
Yeah.
do have like friends that like it's an okay show, but it's not my
Yeah.
cup of tea, which is fair, because we all are entitled to our own opinions,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And I think it's like I think a lot of people that don't like the show, they kind of fixate that why does Sonic have siblings? They kind of fixate on that because, obviously in the games he doesn't have any siblings.
Right. No, and that
So,
makes sense.
mhm. And I think what was also a little bit strange also is that we don't even see Tails in this iteration,
Yeah. We
which
do
is
see
like a
Knuckles,
strange.
however.
Mhm.
But not necessarily Tails, but you get to see Tails on the other ones like Saiyam and The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. And I think their mindset here for Sonic Underground was like, oh well, we put Tails and probably I think Knuckles was brand new back in the day. I'm not too sure. My timeline might be incorrect, but they probably wanted to throw in Knuckles on there because well he's also like a special character that didn't get showcased on the other Sonic shows. So that's
Mhm.
probably the reason why. It was a little bit odd that um that Sonya had a thing with with Knuckles there, but other than that, it was a okay show. Yeah, I would say I do agree with like the majority that it was an okay show. It was alright, but to me, it has like a special place in my heart because that's when it all started to become a Sonic fan as a whole, like official Sonic fan, like crazy. But
Mhm.
but yeah, yeah. That's pretty much why I made this artwork because of all that.
Mhm. Yeah, and it's really good. Like you really like capture the vibe,
Hmm.
of Sonic Underground. You know? Like
Yeah,
because this looks like it could be like real official, you know?
yeah, and
And
as I was mentioning before, ever since I started watching Sonic Underground, like back when I was offline, I used to draw it a lot in their official style, like in the cartoony style, which is
Mhm.
why I kind of just implemented that on this poster right here.
Nice. Ooh, like I would love to see more of your art pieces.
Okay, so this one. This one right here, it's more like I did collaborated with a channel, a Sonic channel called Tails and Sonic Pals, and
Mm.
um basically I was commissioned to do all of these characters as a sprite. So you know how some of the YouTube videos they have like a little avatar moving in different positions in the way they talk or express. So pretty much I was doing all that for all these characters. And if you look closely, all of these characters are technically in the gender bend style, like the opposite gender of themselves. So it's just like a little twist to it, but it's a very entertaining YouTube channel. I highly recommend it. I haven't seen the latest work that they made, but back in the day, like I would say it was around 3 to 4 years ago,
Hmm.
they were around a lot more having these characters. They voice act them and everything like that. And I was just told to draw them in the character artwork style for like Sonic X in a way, which is why they look kind of like Sonic X by the end of the day. But yeah, this was a very fun project to do. It literally took me a while to do, but it was just like every now and then I was commissioned, like, hey, can I have like this character in several poses? So I pretty much drew that and just send it to the commissioner, which was the YouTuber that I was just talking about um for Tales and Sonic Pals channel.
Mm. Yeah. It like I really love how you capture the very essence of the art style. It's so good, so good.
Thank you.
Um because I thought those are like official. You know, like they look like they could be like official like in the show.
That's what I try to do, like a very similar, like if they were in the show. But that's what I was asked to do like a Sonic X. And back in the day too, like I was drawing a lot of Sonic X style, but I was usually using mostly like I was more in the traditional art style, so I would just draw them in how they will look like in Sonic X and then just do the little highlights and the shadows in like with marker or color pencil or something like that. But it helped me develop it once I transition into digital artwork in the future.
Ooh, nice, nice.
Yeah, and then this one right here, it's another one that I made from this same channel, but this is more um like characters that they haven't been used uh more frequently. They probably was used in only like one video or one or two videos. The Mario and Peach one, they I do recall they had like two or three videos about it, but all the other characters they haven't been made. Either they haven't been made or they have been featured only once. And yeah, as I was talking about, Omega back there is one of the hardest challenges that I had, but I managed to pull it through because like I said, it had like some simple shapes like cylinders, squares, and etc.
Mm. I really love how you drew like Cosmo, you know, especially with her like with the flowers like blooming.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, it's just like chef's kiss.
Yeah, it's the adult version, and I was just asked to do several poses for her. Um, for like the sprite characters like that. And yeah, it was pretty interesting to have to been requested to draw Mario and Peach as well in the Sonic X style. So I kind of just did my best to replicate it to see how the humans will look like in the Sonic X universe.
Hmm. Yeah, like I really I love how you did Omega because it's like, oh my gosh, I wish he was in this in Sonic X. I wanted to see what he'd look like in the Sonic X style.
I know, right? Low key, I really wish he was. I mean, they like I feel like Omega just deserves a little bit more love in the Sonic franchise as a whole because he's really a cool character. and to be scrapped off since Sonic Heroes. I mean, I know he's on other places like Sonic Crossworlds and whatnot, but in that adventure game, imagine just having Omega just join in and like a lot more. And that I think that would actually like be very cool
Mhm.
to have like a character more often like that.
Mhm. I think what was surprising is that in Sonic X, we never seen Metal Sonic. I think that was, like, very
You're
strange.
right. Yeah, it's very strange.
Like, I came to this realization, as I think about Sonic X, as we're talking, and then I'm like, "Wait a minute, Metal Sonic never appeared in Sonic X."
Yeah, you actually got me thinking. I was like, hold up. Yeah, like he never showed up in Sonic X. What's up with that?
Yeah, I think it was just a strange choice because, we had Deco and Boko. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
but obviously they're like the bumbling sidekicks, like the ones who just like fumble the ball, kind of like
Right.
scratching grounder, you know.
Exactly.
And and I'm kind of like, wow, I'm surprised Metal Sonic never appeared in Sonic X, which is wild to say. It's like
Mm-hmm.
this is so interesting. He never appeared, and it's like, and the realization just hits me as soon as like you have got to be kidding me. How is it? How is it that we never got metal in Sonic X? We were robbed.
Oh, I
we
know.
we were robbed like so badly. Like it would have been cool because I think their fights would have been very intense, because it's like a robot versus like a hedgehog.
Exactly. I think the fight would have been more epic as well, just to have these two. I think before Shadow would pop in, I think a fight with Sonic and Metal Sonic would have been cool in season one, and then season two, you'll have Sonic and Shadow fighting. But then again, I just thought about the fact that Sonic does fight Knuckles at one point, so there's that at least.
Mhm. Yeah. But you do the Sonic X art style so, so well.
Thank
like
you.
it's so good.
Thank you. That actually means a lot. I've literally been practicing like so many times while I was offline back in the day. And when I had the opportunity to work digitally, it was a lot easier because it's very simple shading. You just need to get um, the character correctly, and then the color would pretty much make it more believable once it's colored.
Um, yeah, absolutely. I think I did a redraw of a specific scene. Let me go get it.
Oh yeah.
Because I did it was like a Sonic and Amy redraw scene. Um, let let me go check because trying to remember what year I did it too, because it's like, was it like this year? Or was I was like, I know I did a redraw. Ah, here it is. Okay. I have I have found it. I have found it.
Let me see it.
There you go. I put
Oh
in
my
the
God, you
chat.
drew that?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my God, that is so good.
Oh my gosh. It took a little bit, it took a while because like their arms don't look as like very
Right,
skinny in the
right.
Sonic X style. So like because now when we look at the game renders of these characters, their arms are like noodle arms, but in Sonic
Mm-hmm.
X they look a little bit wider to give it more, I guess, like more width, which is fair.
Probably,
Um,
yeah.
so that was like the redraw I did. But it was
Wow.
definitely tough because Sonic X was animated in the smaller ratio.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be tough. I'm like, how do I do it to wider, wider ratio? So I had to figure out how to get that, the background of that machine, like to the proportion, to the wider ratio.
Oh, I see what you're talking about. It was Was the background a little bit challenging for you, or was it a lot easier?
Um, I would say it wasn't too hard, but it was just like just making sure that it covered the entire background because that's what it looked like in the original screenshot. Wait,
Hmm.
let me go get the screenshot of like Sonic and Amy. Because it was more square-ish looking. I'm like, oh no, I forgot this show came out in in the in the 2003, and this is where the ratio wasn't wide, it was more square.
It was more square, yeah.
So I had to like figure out how do I get this background to be wider and make it look more believable. I was like,
Hey,
oh no. But I managed to figure it out, which is good. um
good.
but yeah, let's do you want to go to the next like art piece?
Oh yeah, of course. This is the another Sonic X style. This one is the one that I'm proud of the most. Is technically a reference from the movie, from the third one. And basically the joke here is it's the same thing, that where it says, oh, like we're voiced by the same character who plays the same, we're the same actor or something like that. But this one I just changed the wording and put it as oh, we're all like, we're pretty much voiced by the same voice actor, which is correct because I was like, wait a minute, are they actually the same voice actor? And I had to like pretty much search it up before I actually implemented this this joke right here. But not only is it just a joke, but I did try my hardest to work on this particular drawing. And yeah, I mean, a lot of people really did like it back in the day when it was when Sonic movie 3 uh was brand new at the time. It wasn't even that long
Hmm.
ago.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Like I love that scene in movie 3.
Yeah, me too.
They're kind of like they're breaking the fourth wall. I'm like, did they just break the fourth wall with this line? But it's so good because it's like we're played by the same actor. I'm like, and then they look at the audience and like, we know, we're well aware.
Like we're
Um,
very aware.
mhm. But it's so good, so good. Like I have to say, like you know, regular Eggman looks great in Robotnik's like outfit, where it kind of looks more intricate than his actual one from the game.
Exactly. That's what I thought of right after. I was like, he actually looks really good in this style and in the outfit that he's wearing. He should have that more often, or it should be his alternative outfit or something in the games.
Absolutely, yeah. Like it's like I'm kind of like, are you listening? We want Robotnik's outfit in Rumble, please. Like we want the movie outfit, because I do love the red and black, you know, especially the way you drew it in this art piece. It's so good.
Thank you. Yeah, that really means a lot. The background was also very challenging to work with, but I did manage to go lineless in this one and did my very best to make it seem like one of those anime Sonic art styles in a way, something like that, somewhere around that aspect, to make it seem like it's an actual screenshot.
Absolutely. So good, so good. Ooh, I would love to see more because I know you have other art pieces to showcase.
Yeah, of course. And then here's this one that I have done 2 years ago. This one I wanted to replicate the art style for Greg Martin. This is like a really old style back in the Sonic Genesis. So I thought about the idea of having like a what if scenario. Like, what if we had Sonic and Jet, like instead of Sonic Riders, they like we had a Genesis game of these two, but more instead of like riding like a hoverboard, they're doing skater, like they're skating. So I thought about it as a how would this look like more like in the 90s? So then this idea came up, and I'm like, oh, that would have been, wouldn't that be cool to just have like a rivalry game with Sonic and Jet, just pretty much like uh competing each other and then making tricks with their skateboard or something like that.
It's really good. Like you really captured that 90s retro style of classic Sonic like so well in this piece. Like I would for sure like mistake it as official when looking at it. Um
Yeah. Yeah,
because
I just think that it is pretty interesting like how the airbrushes is for the Greg Martin style. But it was a very fun piece to work with. Again, the challenging part was to draw the backgrounds, but I think this one was a little bit easier because of the colors and not too much airbrushing in a way. Uh,
mhm.
but but overall, yeah, it came out like the way I envisioned it, like the 90s retro style. I kind of just call this one instead of Sonic Riders, I just call it Sonic Skaters or something like that.
Sonic skaters. Aw, that's adorable. I kind of like how like it's kind of how I imagine Jet would look in the classic style. Because all
Uh-huh.
the characters were like shorter, and they had like more chubby tummies. It's really, really good. It's kind of how I imagined it, Jet would look.
Yeah, not much of a detail. Like not, I don't think he will have that much detail, but yeah, that's what I I think he will look something similar to it with um Well, just keeping it like more classic-y, like a little more chubbier, like you said,
Mhm.
and just have like less details into it.
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. Like in a way, like Jet looks very similar to Bean the Dynamite.
Oh, right. He kind of does.
Yeah. Because they're both that same color shade of green, and
Mm-hmm.
they're both birds.
That's true. I totally forgot about him. Yeah, he does look like being the dynamite.
Mhm. Ooh. Is there more artworks?
Yeah, there's a lot more to showcase. Whoops. Let me just go back.
That's
The arrow just went like, shoo. Okay, there's this one too, but Um, I did this one back when the Hatsune Miku was pretty popular back in the day.
Mhm.
When it was more like the Brazilian Miku was pretty much trending, and I just wanted to throw in the shadow joke that he likes Latinas, so he's literally with Miku right there on this picture.
Mhm. It's like I kind of like how they like did that in movie 3 as well with the telenovela.
Me too. I really like that part too. I was
I
like, oh,
kind
so
of
it's official.
I laugh so hard. It's like Gabriella should kill them both. She's not a
Oh,
prize to be won. I was like, Romeo calling out fictional characters. It's so funny.
it is very funny.
Like because obviously though, like you would think Shadow wouldn't really be into like telenovelas or anything like that, because his character is not really like that, but then like the movie's like, oh yeah, we're just gonna give you like this funny moment where he's just commenting watching a telenovela.
Hmm.
If anything, I'm like, oh, this is hilarious, I love
It's a
it.
very hilarious moment.
Oh my gosh, and I just love how it's like, I love Latinas on the t-shirt. very, very nice touch.
Yeah, it's just from the silly meme that, the fan base goes crazy on. So every time people like see Shadow, all they think about is like Latinas. He likes Latinas.
Like it's kind of like you imagine like how would like the VAs react to that? If you like
Right,
it's like like from your perspective, do you think Shadow is into Latinas or something? Because
right.
they probably gotten questions like that because the fan base, in
They'll
general.
probably be like, "Huh? What are you talking about?"
It would be so funny if they're like so confused. Like, what are you talking about? Oh my, have you seen this meme online about it?
And
But
if they don't, they will know shortly.
yeah, exactly. But it's so good. Like, I think this is like the only artwork I've seen of like Latina Mitsu, like Hatsune Miku.
Oh, really? There's actually several.
Yeah, but I didn't even know that was a thing. I mean, like maybe because I wasn't
Oh,
as active maybe during the time, so maybe it just wasn't showing up on my feed.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, it all started because people were just drawing like this quick little trend of Hatsune Miku in like different countries, like how she will look like from different parts of the world. And then for some reason, the one for Brazil actually blew up the most, and people just drawing started drawing that one every single time as regular fan art.
Aw. Ooh. And you oh yeah, do you want to showcase the next art piece?
Yes. Um, Here's the other one. Just a fun little thing that I wanted to do as of like we got like all the Sonic Mania characters, and then we have over here um Fang pretty much winning the whole like poker game. But if you look at the details specifically, is like he's kind of cheating in a way. If you notice his right glove, he has like a little card sticking out, so he's kind of like cheating, and Knuckles is like kind of suspecting it, like something ain't right
Yeah.
here.
Mhm.
But it is just like a fun little piece of artwork. I guess in a way, kind of inspired me from the first artwork that I showed you with like the one at the saloon. So I wanted to like make an artwork based off all the other characters. Which, by the way, Sonic Mania has been a really great game, um, in my perspective. So having a little more like fan art of these characters, they actually need a little bit more love for it.
Mhm. Yeah.
So yeah.
Ooh, I think we can. Oh, wait. I want to see that one that you did with Ivo and Gerald. That scene from the movie 3. That
Oh,
was
you
so
wanna go
good.
see this
Yeah.
one? Wait, this one?
No, no, no. The other one where they're like dancing, that scene in
Oh,
the movie.
where's that one at? Oh, this one? Yeah, I wanted to see that one. Like, I saw the scene because it's one of my favorite scenes in Sonic movie 3. And I'm like, I need to do this in Sonic X to see how silly this is gonna look. And and now I drew it. I was like, this is so funny.
It's like, whoa, okay. They're doing this dance sequence together.
I
That's hilarious.
know.
That took me off guard. I was just like, what did I just watch? Like,
But it's actually like a very fun scene to watch for some reason that you got like it's weird in a way because you have like Jim Carrey playing as himself and he's dancing and whatever, but at the
mhm.
same time it's so fun to watch because they're really into it. It kind of looks like a music video or something.
No, right? Oh my gosh.
The joke
Um,
just threw me off guard because, they were trying to dodge all the lasers and then Gerald was like, "Oh, we don't have to worry about it because we got those special suits." And so that's when they started dancing and everything. That's what that's made it so funny, but it's one of the best scenes in the movie.
Like, yeah, it was definitely like a treat for the eyes where I think I literally saw like two guys performing this, like they actually cosplayed in those outfits
Oh
as
yeah.
Gerald and Ivo, and they actually replicated the entire dance. I'm
Oh
like,
my God.
it's so good. I think I've seen like maybe like a few of those videos that people like cosplayed as Gerald and Ivo and they actually performed the dance with the actual music. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like golden. This is such a treat.
Such a treat. I know. It's really good. The way they dance it too and they replicate it, they're really good.
hmm Absolutely. Like I kind of like that like I think like Gerald was like worried because lasers, they literally said that the lasers is like very very important,
Exactly.
like obviously the lasers is gonna like cut them, obviously it's been like but luckily those suits like protect them from it. So and I kind of like when they did that lifting scene, it really feels like they're like in a disco.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
Because
I
the
was like,
suit is like reflecting it.
yeah, it's like they're reflecting it and stuff, and I'm like, how can he like carry carry him like so high? It's just so silly. It's such a silly moment. I wish
Yeah.
it was a little bit longer, low key. But then it cuts
Mhm.
back to Sonic and his other like hit and Sonic Tails and Knuckles. I was like, oh
Mhm.
man, it's over. It was such a fun thing to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, but unfortunately, we will have to end this because we do have a panel, like the
Of
next panel
course.
coming up. But I want to thank you, Domestic Maid, for like coming to Serenity Spring Festival and like, um, like showcasing your art and like talking about your experiences in doing art.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. It was a pleasure to be here, and thank you so much for inviting me here. I had a really fun time.
Aw. Oh, I'm glad to hear it. Yeah. And for those who did miss the panel, this will be posted on my YouTube channel very soon. So but yeah, the next panel is Voices of Sonic Revolution with Tomato Ghost. As he
Ooh.
is one of the Revo VAs. And if you want to ask him any questions about like his works or any of his favorite panels in Revo, and yeah, and pretty much the works. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next panel soon. Bye.
Bye, guys.